Hi everybody, it's Pat at Beads and Plenty More, and today I'm going to show you how to make these necklaces. They're a fine necklace with a thin chain, and it's a drusy pendant with a Swarovski teardrop hanging, or we also have one where I've used a couple of bicones and a crystal rondelle in the middle. So let's get started. So in this case I've used this stainless steel chain. One of the reasons was that it's nice and strong for a fine chain, and it's also the right shade of gold for these pendants because they have the color on the back, and we want to match that as close as we can. The other item I'm using is an oval jump ring, and I love oval jump rings because the cut on the oval is on the side instead of at the bottom, so therefore you don't have it pulling against the fine chain so badly. So to put the teardrop on the bottom, I'm going to use a small piece of 28 gauge wire. I use 28 gauge because it's quite fine, and with crystals you always have to be very careful not to break that tip off when you're working with them. So bring this into the crystal, and then I'm going to bring it in really tightly to that top. Give it a little pinch right there so that it sits right nicely against the point. And then using a pair of pliers, carefully I guess you have to say, because crystal tips can break off quite easily, you give it a twist. And again, not too many twists because we don't want that twist to be the focal point. So now these pieces are going to go into the one. This will now be the bottom of my piece. And I'm going to turn this around so that I've got the crystal on this side, and we'll bend these over to make our nice circle. And again, similar to how we did with the top of the crystal, I want to pinch that in so that it's got a nice flat piece there. Then I'm going to proceed to do a couple of rounds with the double wire, which sets that up nicely. It looks like a very good finish on that. And we'll take that to the back side to cut it off, and then I'll cut that piece of wire off. We don't need that any more of it. I always use extra wire when I'm doing those wraps because I find it just so much easier to do the wrap with a bigger piece. And again, back with my crimping pliers to go in and tuck that tail. There we go. So that's the pendant piece all finished, ready to go. Now my pieces of wire, I've cut them to be an 18-inch necklace. The one I did is a 16, and the other one I did is an 18. Those are both pretty popular lengths for a fine necklace like that, because you don't want it to be too long. More of a choker style necklace. So okay, going in with these oval jump rings, you look for where the cut is, which is always on the side. And again, with our two pairs of pliers, I'm going to give it a little twist to open it and hook it in first to one of my chains pieces that I've pre-cut here, like that, and then into this piece here. And again, two pairs of pliers to close it up works very well. So the other side would be exactly the same. We'd do the other piece of chain onto the other side. And I've chosen a spring ring as the closure for this type of necklace because it's also kind of dainty, and it goes very nicely with a dainty necklace. So that's the closure, which I can show you on the finished one here, how it works. And it comes with a little tab, so it's all in one piece. And they pull back and open. Kind of an old-fashioned piece which has been around. And I used the oval jump rings again with the spring ring to attach in there. Now the other one, the yellow one here that I've got, I did a couple of crystal bicones and a crystal rondelle, and that I would use with the head pin, a fine head pin, because crystal doesn't need a very big head pin. And we'll just stack them like that. And then what I did on this one was a wire wrapped loop, which I can show you how to do that as well. And this makes a really nice little dainty necklace to go in a neckline of a blouse or a shirt like that. Okay, so I don't have another piece to put it on, but I'll put it on the other side of this one just to show you how to do that wire wrapped loop. So we do the turn first, put it into the loop, and then we're going to hold with one pair of pliers. I usually like to use the round ones for holding because I don't want a very big loop here. So we'll just do the round ones there and then wrap with this piece. And again, cut and tuck with the crimping pliers. So that's another option for your dangle off the bottom of the drusy piece. Anyway, that's a very simple little necklace. Hopefully you can make some. The drusies come in many colors. I've used the peachy pink color here and the clear and the yellow. There's also a blue and there's another shade of the pink color, which they're all lots of colors. Very nice. Have fun making those. Bye for now.